Are you okay? Wake up. Wake up. That's better. So I guess I don't know my own strength. Apparently I knocked you out and you were passed out for about 3 days. So continuing on the story of Orange, where we last left off, I asked my sister what she thinks of when she thinks of orange. And she said it's not a very common color. It doesn't occur in nature as often as green, which is true. But then she proceeded to go and list a bajillion, this is a cat, not just a worm or something, this is Yuki. But she went on to list things like pumpkins, leaves, flowers, all sorts of fruit, covers of Pet Shop Boys albums. And so she kind of disproved her point that it doesn't occur a lot, because it does occur a lot. You just sometimes don't think of it as often as you think of green. I think of green all the time. It's my favorite color. It's the reason why my headband is green. Orange is a color that I think is kind of underappreciated, because I don't know anybody, I don't think, that his favorite color is orange. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Oh, one thing that orange always makes me think of is Nickelodeon. Especially back in the days when Nickelodeon was awesome, when it had things like Rugrats and Ah Real Monsters and Rocko's Modern Life, and yeah, Doug, classic Doug, and shows like Wienerville and Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's what orange makes me think of. I grew up watching Nickelodeon. I watched it all the time. I watched it, I think, more than Disney when I was young, but then it started to suck, so I switched to Disney. And when I was watching Disney as a kid, it was mostly showing things like Growing Pains reruns, and I became addicted to Growing Pains, and that's why I used to like Kirk Cameron for a while. Not so much anymore. But yeah, kind of sort of a tangent, but yeah, Nickelodeon. I didn't even think about Nickelodeon on Sunday. Good times to be had. Besides that, I want to talk a little bit about the annotations, or the captions, whatever you want to call them, on YouTube. Lots of people have been talking about how wrong they are and why they're wrong. There's a really good video that I will stick in my pants because it makes me feel warm and fuzzy, with Hank Green explaining why it doesn't work yet and how it will eventually work, hopefully. I was watching my last video last time because I always watch once to make sure that it works, nothing is off, because I could always re-upload if it's not working. Not because I love myself and I like to watch my videos constantly, because nothing could be further from the truth. So I was watching it and I decided I would watch it with the captions, because everybody's talking about how funny they are and I haven't really given myself a chance to see how stupid I could possibly sound. So I watched it with the captions, and I think, let's be honest, I was fairly clear in my last video. I didn't really say anything that could be misconstrued too much because I was listening to it and I could understand myself. I wasn't slurring as much as I usually do. I had lots of good diction. But for some reason, it still made me sound, if you were just reading the captions and not listening to me, you would not know what I was talking about. But at one point, I start to sound a little bit like Humbert, because... And the best part is that I actually said in my pants, so that part is right. I actually did say that, that's not... But I wasn't talking about teens, and I wasn't talking about doing it, or voting on it, or any of that, but I cracked up when I saw that. And I also love how a few seconds before it mentioned Clinton. If you go back and watch the video with captions, I think you'll be highly amused. Apparently Google thinks that I am not a clear person. Thanks, Google. Thanks. Keep thinking of theme ideas. Obviously, orange is kind of coming at me in little waves, so I'm still thinking of orange. Please put other theme ideas in my pants, because having themes is good for me. Whoop. Oh, okay. I was gonna show you Yuki, but she got offended and left. That is my life.